You are dying a slow death and you do not even know it. Right now, at this very moment, you are trapped in what Carl Jung would call the comfortable coma. You wake up in the same bed, you follow the same routine, you think the same thoughts. You avoid the same fears. You tell yourself the same lies about tomorrow, about next week, about when things finally calm down. And every single day, your potential withers. Not because you lack talent, not because you lack opportunity, but because you have chosen comfort over consciousness. You have chosen the familiar prison over the terrifying freedom of becoming who you were meant to be. And here is the part that should shake you to your core. You are running out of time. Not theoretically, not someday, right now. Every morning you waste scrolling. Every evening you spend numb. Every weekend you let slip away into mindless distraction. These are not coming back. Jung understood something most people refuse to face. The comfortable coma is not rest. It is psychological suicide. It is the slow erosion of your soul while your body goes through the motions. And if you do not wake up from it today, you will look back years from now and realize you sleepwalked through your entire existence. Listen to me carefully. I need you to understand the gravity of what I am about to tell you. Your comfort zone is not protecting you, it is destroying you. Every single day you stay in it, you are choosing against yourself. You are choosing against your growth. You are choosing against the life that is waiting for you on the other side of your willingness to be uncomfortable. The comfortable coma feels safe because it is predictable. You know what to expect, you know how to navigate it, you know how to perform the role you have been playing for years. But Jung would tell you that this predictability is a trap. Because when you know exactly what every day will bring, when nothing surprises you anymore, when you have eliminated all uncertainty from your life, you have also eliminated all possibility for transformation. Your potential is being destroyed right now, not by some external enemy, not by bad luck or circumstances, by your own daily choices to stay small, to stay safe, to stay comfortable. And the worst part is that you have convinced yourself this is wisdom. You call it being realistic, you call it being responsible, you call it waiting for the right time, but Jung called it what it actually is: cowardice dressed up as prudence. The refusal to face your shadow dressed up as maturity. The slow death of your authentic self dressed up as stability. Before I go further, if this message is hitting you where you live, if you're tired of wasting your potential, subscribe to CJ Legacy right now. This channel exists to pull you out of the comfortable coma and into the life you were meant to live. Hit that subscribe button because you need this wake-up call regularly. You need to be reminded that you are capable of so much more than you are currently settling for. Now here is what the comfortable coma actually looks like. It looks like working a job that does not challenge you because it pays the bills. It looks like staying in relationships that do not grow you because being alone feels harder. It looks like watching other people live their dreams on screens while you postpone yours indefinitely. It looks like knowing exactly what you need to do, but finding 1,000 reasons why today is not the day to start. The comfortable coma is spiritual anesthesia. It numbs you to your own dissatisfaction. It makes you tolerate what should be intolerable. It makes you forget that you once had dreams that made your heart race, ambitions that scared you, a vision of yourself that was so much bigger than what you have become. Jung taught that the psyche demands growth. It demands evolution. It demands that you continuously shed old skins and become new versions of yourself. But when you resist this demand, when you cling to who you were yesterday because change feels threatening, your psyche begins to turn against you. You experience anxiety with no clear source, depression that you cannot explain, restlessness that you try to medicate with entertainment, with food, with substances, with anything that helps you avoid the truth. And the truth is simple. You are meant for more. Your soul knows it. Your body knows it. The only part of you that does not know it is your ego, which is terrified of the unknown, terrified of failure, terrified of being seen, terrified of claiming the power that has always been yours. The comfortable coma keeps you focused on security instead of growth. It makes you ask, what is the safest choice? Instead of what is the most alive choice. It makes you optimize for avoiding pain instead of pursuing purpose. And this is the great tragedy of modern life. You have access to more information, more resources, more opportunity than any generation in human history. And yet you are paralyzed, you are overwhelmed. You are stuck in patterns that you know are killing you slowly but that you feel powerless to change. Here is what most people do not understand. Comfort is not neutral. Comfort is not just the absence of challenge. Comfort is an active force that weakens you. Every day you choose comfort over growth, you are training yourself to be weak. You are teaching your nervous system that discomfort is dangerous, that uncertainty is threatening, that you cannot handle the intensity of real life. And slowly, without even noticing, you become fragile. You become someone who needs everything to be just right before you can take action. You become someone who is defeated by the smallest obstacle. You become someone who talks about transformation, but runs from every opportunity to actually transform. And here is the part that should terrify you. Time is not waiting for you to get comfortable with discomfort. Time is moving whether you are ready or not. While you are sitting in your comfortable coma, other people are building, creating, risking, failing, learning, growing. They are not smarter than you. They are not more talented than you. They are simply willing to be uncomfortable. They are willing to look foolish. They are willing to fail publicly. They are willing to face their shadow instead of hiding from it. And because of that willingness, they are becoming who they were meant to be while you remain who you have always been. Jung said that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. But you cannot become who you truly are while clinging to who you have been. You cannot step into your potential while clutching your comfort. You cannot transform while refusing to let anything change. This is the fundamental paradox. The very thing that feels safe, your comfortable routine, your predictable life, your avoidance of risk, is the thing that is slowly killing your spirit. Now pay attention because this is critical. Breaking free from the comfortable coma does not require some massive dramatic gesture. It does not require you to quit your job tomorrow or burn your life down. It requires small daily acts of courage. It requires choosing discomfort intentionally before life forces it on you. Because here is what nobody tells you. Discomfort is coming either way. You can choose it now, on your terms, in service of your growth. Or you can have it forced on you later when your comfortable life collapses because you refuse to evolve, because you refuse to face what needed facing, because you refuse to do the work of becoming. The comfortable coma destroys your potential by making you believe that someday you will be ready. Someday you will have more time. Someday you will have more money. Someday you will have more confidence. Someday you will know exactly what to do. But Jung understood that someday never comes, because readiness is not a feeling that arrives. Readiness is a decision you make. You decide to be ready and then you act from that decision. You do not wait until fear disappears. You act despite the fear. You do not wait until you feel confident. You build confidence through action. If you are still watching this, you know I am talking directly to you. You know you have been living in the comfortable coma. You know you have been wasting your potential. So let me ask you directly, how much longer are you going to wait? How many more months are you going to let slip away? How many more years are you going to postpone the life you actually want? If this is resonating with you, if you are finally ready to wake up, subscribe to CJ Legacy right now. Do not just watch and then forget. Make a decision right now that things are going to change. Hit that subscribe button as a commitment to yourself that you are done with comfort and ready for transformation. Here is what waking up from the comfortable coma actually requires. First, you must face the truth about your current life without the stories you tell yourself to make it acceptable. You must look at how you actually spend your time, not how you wish you spent it. You must acknowledge the gap between who you claim to be and who you actually are. This is brutal. This is the shadow work Jung spoke about. It means admitting that you have been lying to yourself, that you have been choosing comfort over purpose, that you have been playing small when you are capable of so much more. Second, you must accept that discomfort is the price of growth, not sometimes, always. There is no transformation without discomfort. There is no evolution without uncertainty. There is no breakthrough without breaking. Stop trying to find the comfortable path to your potential. It does not exist. The path to your potential runs directly through everything you have been avoiding. Your fears, your shame, your unworthiness, your terror of being seen, you cannot go around these things, you must go through them. Third, you must start taking action before you feel ready. This is the part where most people fail. They wait for clarity, they wait for the perfect plan, they wait for all the stars to align. But Jung knew that clarity comes through action, not before it. You do not think your way into a new life, you act your way into a new life. You take one small step toward discomfort, then another, and slowly through accumulated action you become someone different, someone stronger, someone who no longer needs comfort to function. Fourth, you must build the discipline to do what needs doing regardless of how you feel. Your feelings are not facts. Your feelings are weather patterns. They change constantly. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will accomplish nothing. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a practice. Discipline means you do the work whether you feel like it or not. You show up whether it is convenient or not. You stay committed whether it is easy or not. This is how you break free from the comfortable coma, not through feeling better, through doing better. Fifth, you must surround yourself with people who are uncomfortable, who are growing, who are refusing to settle. The comfortable coma is contagious. If everyone around you is stuck, if everyone around you is making excuses, if everyone around you is settling for less than they are capable of, you will too. Not because you are weak, but because humans are social creatures. We adapt to our environment, so change your environment. Find people who are doing the hard work. Find people who are facing their shadows. Find people who are building the lives they actually want instead of just talking about it. And here is the critical point that Jung emphasized. You cannot individuate in isolation. You cannot become your full self while hiding from the world. You cannot develop your potential in a vacuum. You need challenge, you need feedback, you need resistance. You need to test yourself against reality instead of just imagining how great you could be someday. The comfortable coma keeps you in theory. Waking up means entering practice. It means putting yourself in situations where you might fail, where you might look foolish, where you might discover that you are not as far along as you thought. And that discovery is not a problem. It is information. It is the beginning of real growth. You start waking up with energy instead of dread. You start feeling alive instead of numb. You start experiencing pride instead of shame. You start building momentum instead of spinning in place. And most importantly, you start respecting yourself. Because you know that you are no longer lying to yourself. You know that you are no longer choosing comfort over truth. You know that you are finally becoming instead of just existing. Jung taught that the goal of life is individuation, becoming who you actually are instead of who others expect you to be or who fear convinces you to be. But individuation requires you to leave the comfortable coma. It requires you to face your shadow. It requires you to integrate the parts of yourself you have been denying. It requires you to step into your full power even though power feels dangerous when you have spent your whole life playing small. Here is your choice. You can close this video and go back to comfortable. You can tell yourself that tomorrow you will start. You can make the same excuses you have been making for months or years. You can stay in the coma and hope that somehow things will magically change without you changing. Or you can decide right now that the comfortable coma ends today, that you are done with comfort, that you are ready for the discomfort that creates transformation. If you are making that choice, prove it to yourself. Subscribe to CJ Legacy right now. Not later, right now. Let that be your first act of breaking the pattern, your first choice of discomfort over comfort. The comfortable coma is destroying your potential, but only if you let it. You have the power to wake up. You have the power to choose differently. You have the power to start building the life you actually want instead of settling for the life that happened by default. Stop waiting. Stop preparing. Stop planning to start someday. Start today, start now. Choose one uncomfortable thing and do it. Then tomorrow choose another. Keep choosing discomfort. Keep choosing growth. Keep choosing your potential over your comfort. This is how you transform. This is how you individuate. This is how you finally become who you were always meant to be. Wake up, your life is waiting.